Hey gang, GMapper14 here, and today we're going to be looking at the Lenovo Yoga Book. This thing is awesome. I don't know why it should have been this thing. Pause is awesome. Whatever. So, for the price of $550, you get a pretty great tablet. Now, I'm going to go over the features, tell you all the stuff about it. It's up to you to decide if this is something you want. It's useful for your day-to-day stuff. As you can tell right now, this thing is small and light. Look how thin this thing is. It is super thin. It's about as thin as my phone, which is crazy. It is really light compared to my Pixel, which is made of solid metal, all this stuff. But this thing is light and really easy to carry in one hand. It's called the Yoga Book, so you can definitely tell, especially with the orientation of the logo and the hinge on the side, they're going for a notebook style of a design. And I mean notebook like a paper and pen notebook, not the notebook of a computer. So when I started using this, I had some doubts because of the screen size, which is 10.2 inches, kind of small, and the weird computer. But after a day or two of using this, I can confidently say I love this device. So let's show you what's on the outside of it. On the right-hand corner of the device, you have your volume rocker, your power button right here, power lock button, one of your stereo speakers, and of course the headphone jack. Whoops, wrong end. Headphone jack. On the back, you have your watch band hinge, which is what Lenovo is calling it. And on the left side, you have your other speaker right here. You have your mini HDMI port. You have your slot for a SIM card and micro SD slot. And right there, you have your micro USB charging. So you can charge this with any micro USB wall adapter. Of course, it's going to be slower with some. They give you one that's a little more powerful to charge a laptop. There is no fan, at least that I can tell, inside of this. So when you're using it, no matter how hard you're pressing it, the only thing you'll notice is stuttering in the quality, not stuttering in the fan or anything like that. You won't hear anything like that because this thing, let me tell you, does not feel like a laptop. It feels really, really high tech. So let me turn the brightness down so it'll show up on camera. So as you can see right here, this thing looks really futuristic. You can even turn the keyboard off with one press of the button. And all you have is this glass panel here, which is cool. I'm just saying this is cool over and over because I'm blown away with how unique this device functions. And it's just so cool. If you remember yesteryear, and by that I mean a few years ago, the old netbooks that they were trying to promote, the really small computers that even some school libraries still have to check stock and stuff like that, this is what it reminds me of, except a actually functioning version of that. So one of the things I don't like about this device would have to be the keyboard. And I love it, but I also don't like it. The reason I don't like it right here is the trackpad. It is small. I'm used to a gigantic glass trackpad on my computers. This is just a little too tiny in my opinion. You can see my whole hand can cover it like that real easily. And it does not have right clicking and left clicking like a normal trackpad does. It has buttons on the left and right, as you can see here and here. And they're not buttons. They're all, like I said, capacitive touch. But they're weird because on a regular trackpad, you can right click anywhere, left click, hold down two fingers, stuff like that. You cannot do that on this trackpad. This trackpad is only for moving. You can even have multi-touch and stuff like that, but it doesn't have the ability to right click or anything like that. Those are what the button's for, and I've had trouble getting used to that. Besides that, I love the keyboard. I've gotten used to it real easy. I can type so quick on here, and it works. I haven't found any trouble with the Halo technology that this keyboard is talking about. I love typing on this and actually kind of prefer it to a regular keyboard. I turn the vibration off, so now it doesn't vibrate when I use it, and I also turn the sounds off, so there's no sounds or motion coming out of this keyboard when I type on it, and I'm completely okay with that. I love the function keys. I just love everything about this keyboard. The screen looks great. I have to turn it kind of like 90% to 100% for it to look good, in my opinion, but that's no big deal. It is a 10.2 inch screen, if I remember correctly, so it is kind of small compared to other devices, but if you're looking at this as a tablet / convertible, that won't be too big of a deal for you. It's perfect for the tablet size. As you can see, you just hold it like this. It's great. The only problem I found with holding it in this mode is that this button right here, as you see where my pinky is, right there, that is the turning the tablet mode off and on, the keyboard off, and it still activates when you're holding it like this. So if you're holding it like this, you'll keep pressing that and it'll keep vibrating, letting you know you're switching even though you're not even using that. So I wish that feature was not there when you fold it back. Maybe that'll come in a later update or something. Another thing is with this is Windows 10 See, I just activated it by accident by putting my hand back there. You can switch to tablet mode. There we go. Switch to tablet mode. And it easily uses touchscreen controls. So you don't have to worry about an annoying Windows 8 or Windows 10 Windows 8 interface. It switches really nice over to that. Let's get back to regular desktop mode. So if you're going to use this for anything other than the writing capabilities and stuff like that, I wouldn't go for it. This is not a gaming device. As you can see, I have Stardew Valley pulled up on here, and it actually runs pretty good. There was no stuttering when I was using it. It worked great. I'm going to pull it up so you guys can see it. For Stardew Valley, you do need the keyboard, so I'll switch it over to that mode. And so gaming with this keyboard is not going to be a plus. You're not going to want to say, oh, I'm going to game on this and have this set up, especially because when I switch between moving forward and up and down with the keys down there, it does not easily move. It stops me in between keys. As you can see, there's the game. It works pretty cool. And without the fan and anything overheating, it sounds really nice, and it's great to play on here, but you're not going to be buying this for heavy-duty gaming and stuff like that. So let's exit this. Overall, for the price, I love this computer. I would recommend it to anybody looking for a tablet/computer and don't need a lot of heavy stuff. 64 gigs of onboard storage is not preferable, but if you're just using it, like I said, for a tablet, that's all you need. If you prefer Android, they do have an Android version for $50 less, so it's $500. And yeah, this is up to you to see if it's worth it for you. As a tablet with a cool keyboard built in, I love it. Like I said, it types fine in my opinion. It's up to you guys. But as a computer replacement and all that stuff with the size of the screen and the size of the internals, I don't know if it's worth it for you. The real selling point of this thing, the one that Lenovo is trying to push, is the pad. What this does is you can use any piece of paper and their pen. You have to use their pen. And you can switch it over to the drawing mode when you press up there. One note pops up in the corner, and you just slap the magnetic pad onto the device. This would be hard to do one-handed, but you flip it over, and you open the pen, and here you go. Whatever you write on here is going to show up on the screen, if I angle this correctly. There, see? I can draw anything. Subscribe. So anything you draw or write on here shows up on the screen. So that is the big feature. You can use this with any paper. You don't have to use Lenovo's built-in paper that they include with the box. You have to do the stylus, and that's just cool. If you're in class and you like taking notes with your hands, you can use this, and it also transcribes it to what's on your screen. So that's really cool. And you can use switching out the tip on this to a regular ink tip that they include, and you'll have a copy of your notes. Whatever you handwrite in your notebook will show up on the screen, as well as you have a paper copy. So that's pretty neat, in my opinion. You can also write directly on the pad itself, like this, right on there, but that's just weird feeling, and I would prefer to write on paper just for, it's something you're used to. You can also write on the screen. It's got a touch screen, and this works as a stylus, and you can use it to click things and stuff like that. So it works just fine that way. The stylus feels a little cheap in my opinion, but like I said, they're giving you a stylus, they're giving you the cool keyboard and the nice screen, all this in one. I haven't had really any stutters in how the system works. It is run pretty smoothly, in my opinion, and I'm just an average consumer guy. I'm not really going out of my way to use this thing heavy. I'm just using it day to day as I would with any computer. YouTube, all that stuff. It works just fine, and I love using it. I'm going to play you something real fast so you can hear how the speaker sounds. The speakers, like I said, come out of the left and right. Turn it up. That's about it. 50. So that's at 50 volume. If you do it like this, where you're holding it in tablet mode and listening to music or watching something, your hands will kind of cover up the speakers that are on the left and right side. So as you see, like that. So you'll want to cup it so it blasts forward. But That's the only downside I would say is the speakers like that. If you hold it the other way, the speakers will be up at the top and you'll be just fine. Like that. So, speakers are fine in my opinion. Let's crank it up all the way to 100. Another thing I don't like is I don't think they intend you to hold the tablet mode with this, with the metal part at the bottom, because the volume switch does not change based on the orientation of your screen. If you see here, when I put the volume up on this, it goes down. I'm pressing the up volume. When I push down, it goes up. But if you're holding it this way and you press up, the volume does go up. When I press down, it does go down. So the volume switch does not change for you depending on which way you rotate this. Small little quirk in my opinion, but that can be changed with a future update. So, speakers are great, screen's great, everything's great. The only thing I have downside besides the weird trackpad is the camera. Now this, I tried video chatting with my girlfriend to test out how it works, and it was laggy as hell. I will give you guys a quick clip so you can see the quality of it and see what you think, but you will not be buying this for the webcam features. Let me tell you that right now. Like I said, it is a netbook, in my opinion, how they built it, and it doesn't have a lot of processing power to handle that, so you're not buying it for the features of the webcam. Trust me. The trackpad and the webcam are the two downsides. So let's take a quick look at the webcam quality. Hey guys, this is the webcam test for the Lenovo YogaBook. As you can see, not the best quality. It is a little better, but when you're streaming it over the internet, like with a video chat or something, it is a lot laggier. I'm also using the built-in microphone for this thing, so if this sounds a little choppy or the audio is a little off, it's because of that. So let's track how quick I can move. Well, of course, it's a little laggy versus what I'm doing, but you know, there we go. So anyways, this is the camera for that, and this is the front-facing camera, so the regular webcam. Let's check out the back-facing camera. So if you're in tablet mode and you're using the back camera, let's see how that looks. So this is the back-facing camera. It's a little weird how it's in the bottom right hand of the device, so it's on the keyboard, so if you're using it as a regular laptop mode, it'll be facing up to the ceiling, so there's no way to use this, and it is in the bottom right-hand corner of the device, so if you're holding it, you have to flip the device over to get it to move around like that. So anyways, this is the back-facing camera on the Lenovo YogaBook. As you can see, that's a little under par for what most cameras can do today. Even your smartphone camera has a better webcam than this. So it's up to you guys. If you really need a webcam, don't go out and buy this. Anyways, right now you can only get this on the Lenovo store, and it is $500. If you're looking in the market for a tablet and want an Android tablet, definitely grab this. If you want a Windows tablet, definitely grab this. I think this is the best convertible you can get on the market right now. And if you just need a tablet for quick sketching, drawing, even typing, like I said, I would not mind typing a paper on this keyboard. I love it. It is great, comfortable, and I recommend it for anybody. So if you're looking for a computer, definitely go for this. I wish they had a bigger model with a bigger screen, but I can handle that. It looks great. Yeah, I just like it, and it's worth the $550 in my opinion. So I do have the case as well. I will be making a review of that. This is the official Lenovo case. That'll be coming out soon. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, this is not a review, more of just my opinions on day-to-day use with this thing. I recommend it for anybody who's looking in the market for a tablet or just want something cool. Definitely better than an iPad in my opinion, because you can run all of your Windows apps on this device. And of course, it's cheaper than some of the more high-end iPad models. Comes with a stylus too. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed. Please check out the sponsor coming up after this, because without a sponsor, I couldn't afford great products like the Lenovo YogaBook Windows Edition. See you guys in the next video. Have a great day, gang.